Okay, let's do the second part of the SP lab. This is going to be a really short lab. Remember that we have here area 0, which is our backbone, and we have area 4 here, which is a normal area. So we have here this router A1 and this router A2 that have become area border routers. So the first thing that we are going to do here is that for the global routing table in the address family IPv4, we are going to summarize here, and we are going to summarize here all the prefixes that belong to 10.1.0.0/16. We are going to summarize many prefixes into this summary, and then for the address family or for the BRF users for the address family IPv4, we are going to filter out here, and we are going to filter out here the advertisements of the prefix that belongs to the voice VLAN, which is 10.1.1.0/24. Okay, we're going to do summarization and filtering. Let's go to the lab. So we are going to test our results at RC1, which is the router that lives within area 4. If we issue the command show IP route, we can see that many prefixes starts with 10.1. We are going to summarize all these prefixes into a single /16 prefix. So let's go here. Notice the current configuration. We are going to work with this address family that belongs to the global routing table. So router OSPF version 3, address family IPv4, and then we're going to execute this area 0 range 10.1.0.0. This will be the mask, and we are going to use advertise. Otherwise we will filter out all this range. So we are going to execute this as well, router OSPF version 3, address family IPv4 for area 0 range 10.1.0.0 255. That will be the mask, and we are going to do advertise. Now let's go back to our testing router and issue again show IP route. So we only have one prefix now, that is the summary for all of these prefixes. This is before, this is after the summarization. Before the summarization, after the summarization. Now let's go to filter out a specific prefix. So for instance, if we issue show IP route BRF users, we can see this particular prefix that belongs to the voice VLAN. We are going to filter this out. So let's create a prefix list here. So let's create IP prefix list. Let's call this area 4 IPv4. I can choose whatever name I want. I'm choosing a name that is going to make sense later on if I read this configuration. IPv4 for users. So we are going to deny the prefix 10.1.110/24, and I'm going to permit all other prefixes. I am just denying this particular prefix. So in order to establish all other prefixes, I am going to use this. And then within router OSPF version 3, within the address family IPv4 for the BRF users, I am going to say that for area 4, I am going to execute filter list with a prefix, and I am going to use this name, and it will apply for all the prefixes that are coming in. So I have to do this on the other router in the other AVR. So let's do the same IP prefix denying this particular prefix, and then IP prefix allowing everything else. And then we go for router OSPF version 3, address family IPv4, unicast, BRF users, and then for area 4, I'm going to do a filter list with the prefix name, this prefix name, for incoming. Now, let's issue again here, show IP route BRF users, and we shouldn't see in the prefix. Okay, we are not seeing the prefix anymore. This is before 10.1.101. This is after. It is not showing up anymore. We can look it up. 10.1.101.0, not in table, so we can try to ping it. It should be unable to be pinged. So this is how the configuration ends up. This is the summarization, and this is an example of filtering. And the command is actually the same on the other AVR. This is the summarization, and this is the filtering. That's it.